ACW fans, we are on the air. Welcome to Estonian Hall and welcome to ACW Above All Else. I am the historian Angus R. Dacey, joined once again by the voice of ACW, Coach Cornell.
Absolutely, Angus, and we've got a huge stacked card right here tonight, live, back at the Estonian Hall. We have the ACW Evolve Championship on the line right here tonight as champion Mr. Cliff goes one-on-one against brand new challenger, the hype god, Dylan Taylor.
Incredible, and the Women's Championship will be defended for the first time ever as our newly crowned, the first and only Women's Champion, Leah Lovegrove, defends against the #1 contender, Amber.
But let's not forget also, Angus, we also have the ACW Tag Team Championships suspended high above the ring right here tonight because they will be defended in a 4-way ladder match consisting of champions The Heat, the Scummy Old Bastards, the Australian Express, and Way Too Slick.
Incredible, that's going to be an absolute showstopper. Dean Brady, the ACW Heavyweight Champion, puts that title up in a 3-way match against Einar the Strange and Punch Drunk Istria. It is all going to go down right here tonight. Don't miss a thing. We're going to get started right now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it's the #1 contendership for the ACW Evolve Championship.
Out here, our first contender in this ACW Evolve Championship. #1 contenders, 4-way match. Coach Cornell, what a way to kick us off here.
Absolutely, we are starting off red hot right here tonight at the Estonian Hall. Kid, of course, accompanied by his professional legal counsel, Max Calamity. You got to think, what repercussions is that going to have here tonight, Angus?
How does Kid keep getting allowed to have his legal representative out here? Do they have a manager's license or something? What's going on here?
Well, you got to remember the conspiracy that continues to get stacked up against Kit month after month, show after show, from our general manager, Nick Savage. If I was in Kit's shoes, I'd be getting legal counsel myself.
You know, if there was a true conspiracy, I don't think Kit would be in this match right here, right now. Last month. It had been almost a year since we last saw him in ACW. He is back. He's got his eyes on the Evolve Championship title. Coach, he's never held.
Yes, I would say he's not only back, Angus, the White Rhino Redshaw appears to be back with a vengeance, gunning straight for the ACW Evolve Championship. As you said, a title that has thus far eluded Redshaw in his career.
It'll be a matter of time until we see the White Rhino with that strap around his waist.
White Rhino getting in the face of Kit here. I'm not sure how wise that is, Angus.
Kit is unhinged. Look at this guy. Counting.
Well, there you heard it, folks. The Source God himself, Corndog, making his ACW debut right here tonight. Unfortunately, replacing an injured Wrecking Ball Will Gibson, who had to withdraw from this match.
Yeah, real shame. I was excited to see Will Gibson, but what a replacement. This is only his 3rd match since making his return after a lengthy hiatus. His first ever appearance here, though, in ACW. I can't wait to see it. My one-time commentary partner, now making his way out to the four-way match here. Never held a championship in ACW, so winning this could really elevate him to the black and yellow.
Absolutely. Party Guy Ty looking to change his fortunes right here tonight and punch himself a ticket straight to the ACW Evolve Championship, Angus.
Made many appearances here, but thus far championship gold has not come his way. Very, very interesting to see how we do here. We've got the collected group, an unusual group. I'm very excited for it. Whoever wins this match truly will be a worthy number one contender.
We've got a clear crowd favourite here tonight, Angus, in Party Guy Ty. And here we go, four-way match underway. Here we go, Kit doing the smart thing, rolling to the outside, taking a bit of a breather. Think all four men are quite at the disadvantage here. You know, you've got to remember, you go into a four-way match, you have a 25% chance of winning. That's not a lot.
At best. There you go, Party Guy Ty. Not sure what he's doing here, trying to win over with his raw charisma.
Is it charisma or is it stupidity? I've seen this before.
Three-way test of strength.
Yeah, I don't think Corndog or Redshaw will take me as the dancing type. But hey, maybe I'm going to eat my words here.
Oh, here we go! Look at this! Hey, nice! They got the moves! Oh, Kit taken out to the floor.
Well, I guess that alliance was short-lived.
Well, alliances, they do have to be short-lived by their very nature in these four-way matches. Redshaw, though, look at this. Almost gets...
Could be over early here.
Almost had that deadweight power slam. Runs right into Kit again. Taking him off the apron. Big boot that time from Corndog. Turn around it. Got to have eyes on the back of your head in these ones, coach.
Sends Corndog off the ropes, but Corndog reverses.
Sunset flip. Oh, breaks through, but misses on the leg drop.
Swing and a miss there by Corndog.
Watch this, what's Buddy go? Off that rear naked choke. He's going to the sleeper hold, but look at the raw power of Corndog. The source god.
Now Kit climbing to the top. Comes off with a crossbody, but the strength of Corndog just far too much.
Yeah, this is the Corndog been gone for such a long time. I forgot how strong he really is. But watch out, schoolboy roll up. Could be all over. No, 2 count only. Gotta watch Redshaw though. This guy is strong. This guy is fast. This guy is lean. We just talked about strength before. Watch this. Fall away slam.
Vintage Redshaw with that fall away slam.
White Rhino, but turn around White Rhino because here comes Party Guy Ty with the Manhattan drop. He's gonna ring the bell, coach. And watch this. Get your speakers ready because he's gonna crank up the volume.
Now, tell me something, Angus. I'm not quite sure. I know this is a no disqualification match, but I'm not sure whether that is a legal wrestling hold.
Hey, look.
Can you answer that question for me?
I'll answer it in a second. We've got a cover. 2 count only. Party Guy Ty has not been disqualified thus far for the nipple grip. The biggest story right now is just look at Kit. He has just been waiting, eagerly anticipating this moment, and now he is picking up the scraps.
Kit's just really not making any free friends here tonight, is he?
And this is interesting. Kid, of course, lost the title in a 4-way match at Pick Your Poison last year, and now here tonight, he's in a 4-way match to become potentially the #1 contender. Don't forget he had a chance to gain the championship, failed at that opportunity as well.
Kit sandwiched there by Redshaw and Corn Dog, but Party Guy going to the top.
Beautiful crossbody, lateral press, hooks both legs, but broken up by Corn Dog in the nick of time.
Redshaw coming in to pick up the scraps.
A lot of quick covers in this one. A lot of very quick covers. We've got a bit of a standoff here between Corn Dog and Redshaw.
What a dream match this is, Angus.
I think these guys will match up extremely well, Coach.
This is the type of action only Adelaide Championship Wrestling can bring you on a month-to-month basis. Little dream matches happening in front of our very eyes.
Here we go, Corn Dog Redshaw. Corn Dog Redshaw, look at the strength on display of both men. Neither man's giving an inch right now. Corn Dog catches Redshaw, gets him up for a power slam of his own. No way! Too close to the ropes, and Redshaw slides down.
Brutal punch there from the Source God.
Corn Dog's looking for that famous choke slam. Lining up, got Kit goozled. Here we go, choke slam on Kit. Thunderous choke slam. Could that be it?
Might be ball game here.
No, look at that. Redshaw sliding Corn Dog out. Saving Kit. That's the only thing that saved Kit. You couldn't believe. Jeopardy of being pinned there.
Absolutely. Who's your pick in this one, Angus? I'm going to have to ask the straight questions here, the straightforward questions. Who's your pick for tonight?
You know, right now, if I was to pick, I would go Party Guy. He's up, he's fresh.
Speaking of Party Guy, gonna fly!
He's flying over the top rope, using Kit. Bit of poetry in motion there for your Saturday night. Party Guy Ty reaffirming why he is my pick right now. Oh, catches that Commandeering roundhouse. He's gonna be.
I think Kit knows where he is right now.
Max Calamity can only watch on. Oh, Kit catching Party Guy, goes for that juggernaut driver. He gets it. He gets all of it.
Could be over here.
No. Kick out at 2. It's not every day you see someone kick out of the juggernaut driver.
And Kit is just irate.
It's an unbelievable opening match we've got here at ACW. Just a reminder, still to come, ACW Women's Championship, Tag Team Championship, and heavy. Oh, wait a second.
Hang on a minute. Max Calamity bringing in the hardware.
Now, how is this exactly legal counsel? Explain that to me.
And what the hell's Nick Savage doing out here?
No, this is right and proper. Nick Savage not going to let Kit win this way.
Nick Savage needs to get out of the way before the idiot gets himself hurt.
Chair is being brought in by Max Calamity. Oh! And I don't think Nick Savage meant to do that, but he's inadvertently assisted Kit. Party Guys are sitting duck. Catches the CT knee, Coach.
Could be over here.
2, 3. And Nick is furious. Nick Savage can't believe what he's done. Where's your conspiracies now, Kit? The general manager literally, inadvertently, helped you become the #1 contender.
You know what? I'll one up you on that, Angus. I would say that Kit tonight managed to pull the victory out of the hat in spite of all the conspiracies stacked against him. And I, for one, take my hat off. I know I'm not wearing my hat, but I take my hat off to Kit for such a hard-fought victory here tonight. Well done, young man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I heard it and I don't believe it. Kit is your #1 contender. Look, he had Max Calamity out there. He had Nick Savage, who did not mean to do that. The CT knee, the 1, 2, 3, and now Mr. Cliff. Not only does he have Dylan Taylor to worry about later tonight, but he's got to be thinking if he retains, if he can get through the hype god, he's got Kit round 2. Huge way to kick off above all else. The carnage will continue to unfollow. But coming up next, we've got some follow through, some bleed over from our ACW Women's Tournament. Violet Blitz and Eugenie singles competition. But let's go back right now to Sean Thomas. Center ring.
The following contest is a singles match in the forward call. Introducing first,
Again, we hear that all too familiar, menacing music of, quite frankly, the most feared and dominant faction in all of Australian wrestling right now, the Old Guard.
Violet Blitz, who still very much aggrieved that she was not originally an entrant in the ACW Women's Tournament. Remember, it was only the night where the Heat were in charge that she threatened the life of Bongo Sowers to get into that match, which turned the singles match between Eugenie and Savannah Summers into a three-way match. Eugenie still having umbrage with that.
Well, you've got to remember, Violet Blitz is an ACW original. Violet Blitz began her career here in ACW, so it is a shamble that she was not picked to be represented in the ACW Women's Championship Tournament. I, for one, can't blame Violet Blitz for her actions.
Hey, look, either way, very excited to have this young lady back here. Eugenie, 1/3 of Culture, the IPW Women's Champion, and 1/2 of the OPW Tag Team Champions. A title that, of course, Violet Blitz recently challenged for, but was unsuccessful over with our friends at Australian Pro Wrestling in Melbourne. So these two have quite a lot of history. First time ever singles meeting, though, Coach.
Here we go. Singles match underway right here in the red-hot ACW Women's Division.
And this is such a fascinating matchup, of course. We of course, remember the ACW Women's Tournament. That was one of the most acclaimed tournaments to ever take place here in South Australia. Eugenie, the ever-popular competitor. I can't wait for this one.
Both women now going face-to-face, nose-to-nose.
And let's not forget that match that these two were in for the women's tournament. That was ultimately not won by either of them. So you've got to think that's burning a hole in the back of both of their minds.
Eugenie now appearing to have the size and strength advantage over Violet Blitz, but
Eugenie, a very solid competitor. Whips up Violet off and just shoulder block, takes her straight down to the canvas.
Eugenie now off the ropes.
Oh, look at this, catches Violet, just drives her into the corner. Eugenie building up a head of steam, look at that, speed, stinger splash. This is the thing about Eugenie, just unbridled raw power.
Absolutely.
Violet Blitz has worked very hard on improving her strength, improving her stamina and endurance, but Eugenie, just so naturally gifted, drops the leg right across the chest. Cover now, hooks the far leg, only a 1 count.
Eugenie now trying to rally some support from the ACW faithful here, but we've got to think the outcome of this match could have some very serious ramifications on the future of the ACW Women's Division here, Angus.
Oh, I would absolutely agree with that. Violet Blitz probably considers herself to be a future #1 contender. Remember, she recently has a victory over Axe Massacre. A lot of tensions between those two as well. Violet just picks enemies with everyone. And watch this, Violet Blitz from the second rope. She's got that Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Oh, and just using her height advantage there from the second rope to drive Eugenie down.
Very innovative offense there from Violet Blitz.
Yeah, a lot of talk on that right arm there, that right shoulder.
And it appears now, ladies and gentlemen, that Violet Blitz has found herself a target and is just going to go to town and work on that target until Eugenie, quite frankly, breaks.
Yeah, and it could be over right now. We've got a lateral press. 1 count, says referee Josh Stewart. He's doing his best to keep this one under control. Of course, later on, we've got our 4-way tag team ladder match. You're going to believe that one is going to break down into some absolute chaos. Violet Blitz's Old Guard brethren beat Brady in our main event in a 3-way match. One of the most unpredictable matches on paper. It's got Einar the Strange and Punch Drug Istria. But for now, Violet firmly in control. Lariat in the corner.
Tries to send Eugenie into the second corner now, but Eugenie too strong, it would appear.
Yeah, this is what's so great about Eugenie. She can take a lot, but she still has that strength advantage, still has that stamina. Violet Blitz, though, very elegantly over the top rope there, putting herself in a bit of a tricky position on the outside. Got Eugenie hanging out to dry over that second rope.
Very smart strategy here from Violet Blitz, using the ring as a weapon and sends her right knee just straight into the temple of Eugenie.
Straight knee shiver there from Violet, who's going to look to follow things up here with a sliding lariat. Now again a cover, two, and oh, did you notice? I think Eugenie's arm was pinned underneath Violet. She had a hard time rolling it out. Still able to get out under the 2 count. Fans really rallying behind the Golden Bati right now. Eugenie's trying her best to fight through. Violet Blitz has a front chancery, putting all their weight on Eugenie. But wait a sec. Eugenie trying to switch the grip there, I think.
Trying to fight back, but
she's having a really hard time here. Violet just putting all of her weight, all of her pressure on the thighs, but Eugenie!
Look at the strength of Eugenie!
Countering into a beautiful vertical suplex.
Just torques the hips and sends Violet Blitz flying straight over.
You've got to pay that one, Coach. That's real amateur wrestling aficionado right
Absolutely.
there.
It's all in the hips, Angus, always. Number 1 rule, all in the hips.
That's right. If you can get your hips lower than your opponent, you've got the advantage. Now this is a perfect opportunity for Eugenie just to get some distance, get some recovery going here. Catches Violet Blitz with a lariat and another one. Huge big boot combination here from Eugenie. Fireman carry position into the Samoan drop.
Beautiful Samoan drop there from the Golden Bati.
This is just what Eugenie needs to do. Rolling over, cover.
Could be over here.
Oh my God, just the 2 count. A beleaguered 2 count, but nevertheless the tide has turned. Eugenie in control.
Absolutely. You've got to remember, we both understand that both these women clearly have defined issues with each other, but the overarching story here is that both these women want to be front runners for the ACW South Australian Women's Championship.
Yeah, we've got a hot division here in ACW. So many women clamoring for that championship. Eugenie just ate the corner post, and Violet Blitz looking to capitalize, but Eugenie!
Small package!
Small package! 2 count again. Straight up headbutt that time from Eugenie. Staggering Violet, but Violet able to follow through here. Maybe looking for a Northern Lights suplex. Oh, she gets it! And look at the way Eugenie clutched her back. She landed in a nasty position.
It was almost an elevated Northern Lights suplex.
2 count! Oh, nearly got it done there. Violet Blitz getting closer and closer with these pins. Such an excellent war here in our women's division. Just the tip of the iceberg as far as that's concerned. I am so excited for Leah Lovegrove and Amber later tonight. First time ever defense, but right now the Golden Bati flying off the ropes, catch it, get caught by Violet Blitz there. Blitz. Fishermaning the leg. Wait a second.
Hang on a minute.
Sorry, up on our screen, that's Axe Massacre. Wait, what is that? That's Violet Blitz's bag. That's Violet Blitz's bag. Axe Massacre has set Violet Blitz's bag on fire. I don't think she's realized Eugenie.
Very dangerous territory here for Violet Blitz. Up and down.
Oh, last ride powerbomb. Pure strength. Eugenie now gets the cover.
Thanks for coming, Violet Blitz.
3. Well, clearly Violet Blitz has made one too many enemies here in ACW. Axe Massacre, who's backstage somewhere, somehow captured Violet Blitz's gear bag and set it on fire in the parking lot, Coach.
Well, I think if one question we wanted to have answered tonight is that it's very clear that the issues between Violet Blitz and Axe Massacre are far, far from over.
Hey, great to see Eugenie get the win in unconventional circumstances, to say the least, but the Golden Party victorious over Violet Blitz here today. Violet Blitz, Axe Massacre, you've got to believe those two are going to come to blows in the not too distant future. It could even be as soon as our very next event, Can't Be Touched, coming up on May 2nd at the Russian Community Center. Stay tuned for the rest of tonight. So many implications heading into that event. But let's go back to our ring announcer, Sean Thomas.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Isn't this a sight to see? The Kings of Ruin reuniting here in ACW. Well, reuniting could be the wrong word for it. I spoke to Havoc backstage and he said, no, this is a fresh start for the Kings of Ruin. We are starting from square one here tonight. Everything that has happened, and this is a new beginning here for the Kings of Ruin. And I, for one, cannot wait to see what these two men can do together.
And their opponents.
Well, the last time we saw Jared Slate in ACW, he was teaming with his Pulse buddy, Felix Young. He's got another tag team partner here tonight, fresh off a death match less than 24 hours ago.
Insane.
You've got Jared Slate and Axton all the way from Western Australia. Such a unique pairing, such a strong pairing, and I cannot wait for this one, Coach. Jared Slate, one of the most indomitable competitors you'll ever see. Axton, such a dangerous man. He's recently returned to EPW with a brand new attitude. I think the Kings of Ruin have quite a tall order on their hands here
You
tonight.
have to believe. Huge order here from the Kings.
This is the first time Zach Sabbath and Havoc have teamed in quite a while, so I'm interested to see how they go.
Here we go.
Bell sounds, we are underway. Jared Slate asking, where the hell is Mickey? Well, we haven't gotten to that yet, but Mickey Fortune has recently announced her departure from ACW as a result of not capturing that women's championship. But here we go, Jared Slate, Zach Sabbath, center of the ring here. Oh my God, look at that chop.
Huge chop there from Jared Slate.
Jared Slate has won tag team gold just about everywhere he's been. Of course, he and Felix Young were in that ACW Tag Team Championship tournament for the inaugural tag team belts.
Jared Slate now sent to the corner and gets lit up with some chops from the Dark King.
Yeah, that's right. Jared Slate firing back with one of his own, though. that just absolutely floored Zach Sabbath. Dark King and crumpled pile in the floor. And this is very fascinating because, of course, we know the tag team titles will be defended in a ladder match later tonight. They're hanging right above the ring as we speak. A win here for either one of these teams, you think, would definitely elevate them in the tag team division.
Speaking of elevated, Zach Sabbath using his well-educated feet and follows up with a massive, massive Western lariat.
Yeah, brutal lariat. Havoc just clapping his, showing his appreciation for his tag team partner. Of course, there's been lots of iterations of the Kings of Ruin over the years, but this is a unique pairing. Havoc and Zach do not team together that often. So if they're going full-time here in the division as a tag team, I'll be very curious to see how that goes.
Absolutely.
Here comes Axton. We're going to get our first look at him tonight.
Dare I say it, here comes the difference maker.
Then look, immediately, Zach Sabbath tags out, and Havoc just a look of discomfort on his face. A look of, do I really have to go against this guy? And look, it must be stated, Axton competes in the Ultra division over in EPW. That's a division for super heavyweights. And look at the size of Axton. You could project a movie on his back.
You know, it's not very often that we say that.
We're lock up now from Havoc and Axton.
You know, it's not very often that we say that Havoc is in a disadvantage standing next to an opponent, but just look at the size difference that we're seeing right now between the Master of Mayhem, Havoc, and Axton. Axton is built like a brick wall.
Oh, he definitely is. He's the true immovable object. You don't see many guys the size of Axton with the speed and quickness of him either. Just look at that. Havoc just running straight into Axton. Axton not moved. I think Havoc's okay though. Little thumbs up. There's still signs of life in the Master of Mayhem.
Havoc now stomping on the foot.
Oh, thumb to the eye, why not? Here we go, small package from Havoc.
I think you'll find that was a schoolboy, Angus.
Oh, schoolboy, apologies, thank you.
And a step-up runner there from Havoc.
Look at this, Havoc just pulling out all the stops. And that's what you got to do, fight with the speed and the quickness, not the strength. Oh, and of course, not much you can do about that.
Huge backbreaker there from Axton.
Cover, and kick out at 2. Havoc, of course, a former Evolve champion, as is Zach Sabbath. Zach Sabbath, the former ACW heavyweight champion as well, so the tag division definitely seems like the place to be for them right now.
Axton now getting the tag to Jared Slayton, just using his head as a weapon on the lats of the Master of Mayhem. I couldn't quite see from our vantage point here, but what I can see is Jared Slayton slamming Havoc down to the mat with authority.
Absolutely. Oh, and just hesitated too long on the elbow drop. Havoc was aware of it, able to scout it. Now takes Slate into unfriendly territory. The corner of the Kings of Ruin. Tag made, here comes the Dark King. Nice tag team continuity.
Beautiful tag team work here from the Kings of Ruin.
And this is the thing, this is the first time I believe that Axton and Jared Slate have actually teamed together. So the experience edge definitely goes to the Kings of Ruin. That's Cannibal sent on right in the corner. Slate could be out of it right now. We've got to cover 2 and kick out.
And I was just going to say, Angus, do we think that may come into play here tonight? We've got to remember, Kings of Ruin have been tagging together for a very, very long time. This is the first time tag team outing between Axton and Jared Slate. How do we think that's going to come into effect of the outcome of this match here tonight?
Oh, I think it definitely favors the Kings of Ruin as far as that goes. But we've just seen Havoc barely able to get any offense in on Axton. I think he would be the X factor for his team here tonight. And this is the tag team continuity we were talking about. Beautiful work there by the Kings of Ruin. Axton desperate to make the tag. We've got
Havoc now with the cover.
Havoc, like I think I say every time we see him, in the best shape of his life right now.
Absolutely.
For a man of his in-ring experience, he's in the best shape. Looks like he's having the most fun he's ever had in his career as well. And that definitely counts for something. Hold on, Slate. Able to duck the line. Axton trying to get himself involved here, but that is just a brutal forearm. brutal lariat too, sending Havoc in the ring, coach.
Slate now with the cover.
2 count only, says referee Alexson. Jared Slate and Axel talk about great teamwork, able to neutralize Havoc, and now look who's in control.
Gets Havoc up and down.
And this time, will the second time be the charm for Jared Slate? Oh, and down! Gets that elbow. It's the outside leg, and Zach Sabbath breaking it up for his partner, saving it for the team.
I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, Angus.
He slipped, says Zach Sabbath. Sabbath eager for the tag. Havoc is looking a bit worse for wear now. Here comes Axton. We saw how much difficulty Havoc had with Axton before when they were in the ring together. Let's find out what happens now. Oh, look at that!
Huge elevated spine buster. What great teamwork here.
Oh, and that was almost it, coach. That was almost it. And I just want to point out, Axton looks like he's barely broken a sweat at this stage. This guy is just raw strength on display.
Raw dominance.
Havoc's got to fight through. He's got to find that speed edge he had earlier.
Got some fiery forearms there at Axton, and now comes off the ropes, but eats an elbow for his troubles.
And Zach has to break it up. He has to break it up this time. And we just saw Axton barely had to take any steps. A guy the size of that, if you've got Havoc coming at you at speed, his own momentum will work against him. This is bad news for the Kings of Ruin. Very quickly, Slate and Axton forming a really strong alliance here. And this is just what years and years of experience does for you. We've got a cover now, 2 and kick out. Of course, Jared Slate has been teaming with Felix Young as the Pulse for almost 10 years now.
Long, long time.
Tag team wrestling is just second nature to this man.
I think Jared Slate could be. Never mind, I spoke too soon with the jawbreaker there from the Master of Mayhem, but.
And look at that, catching Havoc like he weighs nothing, like a child.
Good Lord!
Swinging side backbreaker. That could be it right now. 2, no! Just the 2.
Let's just go back to that backbreaker for a second, Angus. Did you see the torque on Havoc's back as he was just slammed down with authority by Jared Slate?
Havoc has over 25 years of landing on that back. That is a weakened back, and you've got to think he's in agony right now as Slate just drags him into the corner. Havoc, some wherewithal to get that elbow. Choo-choo, bitch, says Slate, but Havoc counters again, all the way to the top. Oh my God, that drop kick. Did you see that?
I mean, it's not often that we see Havoc go to the top rope, but definitely paying off for him on this occasion.
The agility of Havoc to deliver that drop kick out of nowhere, and Zach Sabbath wants the tag.
But look, Havoc desperately needs this tag right now, Angus.
Look how fresh Sabbath is. He's fresher than he'll ever be. Axton wants the tag. Slate is closer.
Both men get the tag.
This is very exciting now. Both men in the ring. Sabbath, watch him, watch him, watch him. Ducks the line. Just a forearm shiver. Beautiful drop kick that time.
Sabbath again using these educated feet to good use.
That low drop kick brings Axton down to size. Shining Wizard. And Axton somehow still up. Oh, and this time to the back of the head. And Axton is still somehow up. The fighting spirit of Axton.
Now Sabbath just throwing some haymakers at Axton.
Oh my God! Springboard crossbody, but gets the wrong guy. Roundhouse kick. And did you notice Zach Sabbath landed right on Axton, who somehow has still got signs of life. But now, a third Shining Wizard. Could that be it?
I think this is it.
No! This is an unbelievable match we're having here, Coach.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the type of tag team action only we here at Adelaide Championship Wrestling can provide for you each and every single month.
This is a great match we're having right now between these two teams. Generally could go either way. Some fans are starting to this is awesome chant. I got to agree with them.
This just shows you how absolutely stacked the ACW Tag Team division is, Angus.
Zach Sabbath, Havoc, one of the best tag teams, and this is only their first time teaming here in ACW.
And you know what? I would have to agree. It's not often I agree with these morons, but this is awesome.
Oh, another forearm shot from Axton. Another chop, lighting up the chest of Zach Sabbath. Goes downtown this time. Beautiful forearm shiver.
Huge forearm there from Axton.
Thing of beauty. The straps come down.
I think a one-arm powerbomb here.
Oh, the mist. The mist. Zach Sabbath gets the mist. Small package this time. 2, 3. Well, that was just a tremendous, tremendous tag team match between two equally talented teams. Zach Sabbath, he had that green mist loaded, waited for just the right opportunity, got the small package, and got the win for the Kings of Ruin in their very first outing here in ACW.
Speaking of outings, Angus, what a fantastic first-time outing from Jared Slate, I should say. Jared Slate of the Pulse and Axton coming to ACW for the very first time as a unit. You know, I'm not the general manager, but I would say that to our general manager, Nick Savage, you need to keep your eyes on these boys and bring them back in the very near future, because that was absolutely fantastic by everyone involved.
Oh, look, if this was 2006 Ring of Honor, we'd be having a please come back chant right about now. Awesome match. We've got so many more awesome matches to come. This is why ACW is slowly becoming the premier product here in South Australian wrestling. Of course, coming up right next, our very first championship match of the night. Mr. Cliff is going to go one-on-one with Dylan Taylor in Dylan Taylor's first singles outing here in ACW in over 12 months. Dylan Taylor making his way out for singles competition here. Like I said, the first time in over 12 months. In a video to social media this week, he said he took that time away to reflect and, well, to become a god, coach, a hype god. Can you explain to me what that actually means?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, he's not just a god. Dylan Taylor is the living, breathing hype god.
Okay, all right. Clear as mud. We have now our dearly beloved ACW Evolve champion, the man of the people, Vice Principal Mr. Cliff, a man that you've got a lot of fondness for, I'm sure, Coach.
That's strike one.
Look, I was being sarcastic. There was some sarcasm in my voice, but nevertheless, been Evolve champion for over 120 days at this point. Really broken that Evolve curse and has really gone on to put his name, his stamp on the lineage of this championship. There's got one tough customer here tonight. I've seen Dylan Taylor in his work away from ACW, and he has really upped his game and was, quite frankly, very impressive last month when we saw him in the Rise to Glory Rumble.
A complete reinvention. As I said last month on our broadcast, this version of Dylan Taylor is incredibly different to the version we have been used to seeing right here in ACW. He's ditched the face paint, ditched his weird little emo look, and has now gone on to become the living, breathing hype god.
The following contest is for the ACW Evolve Championship. Introducing first,
fans don't sound too hyped for Dylan Taylor. Great reception for our Evolve champion.
And I can't really understand why, but
Mr. Cliff has the people behind him. We've seen his growth, his journey to that Evolve championship. Like I said, over 100 days as champion. He's really put his stamp on that championship. Looking to extend his reign here tonight. He's got to contend with that living, breathing hype god.
God, the ACW faithful are just really ripping into Dylan Taylor tonight, aren't they?
Well, I can't say it's not deserved. Dylan Taylor...
What do you mean it's not deserved?
He walks with a level of arrogance, a level of hypeness that the fans just aren't really into, Coach.
Is it arrogance or is it confidence?
Look, I think too much confidence can turn into arrogance if you don't play your cards right. And look, Mr. Cliff has them eating out of the palms of his hands right now. All right, let's see what Dylan Taylor can do. We saw glimmers of gold in his return last month, but this is his first true singles encounter. And what a way to come back to singles action with an Evolve championship match.
Both men now trading hold for holds on that arm.
Top wrist lock applied into a hammerlock, but Dylan Taylor able to come through with a nice chain counter there, but I think Mr. Cliff had a scout for that. Gets an arm bar of his own.
I think Dylan Taylor was going for an arm drag of sorts there, but Mr. Cliff with the wherewithal to lock his hips in and block the throw.
It's all about the hips, like you said, Coach. It's all about the hips. And this is a really good, classic, technical chain wrestling right now from these two. And Dylan Taylor just breaking the hold there. And puts on a side headlock. Gyrations to boot. Oh, come on now. Well, you know what? If it works, keep doing it.
Fantastic work there by the hype god Dylan Taylor. But and how was that called for?
Hey, look, if it works, it works. Oh.
Straight right hand there from Mr. Cliff. Sends Dylan Taylor into the corner and comes through with a beautiful European uppercut.
Yeah, it is a thing of beauty. And now we've got some patty cake going with the referee here.
Mr. Cliff now with that textbook cravat, throws the knees up, and I've been on the receiving end of this one, but Dylan Taylor with the wherewithal to put a thumb to the eye and just stop Cliff's momentum dead in his tracks.
Cliff could be in some trouble now. Watch Dylan Taylor. He's got that shoulder wrenched.
And what a takedown there from the hype god.
Yeah, really, really impressive. I like what I am seeing from Dylan Taylor. Mr. Cliff had a counter there. We've got an armbar on, a Fujiwara-style armbar. And working away. Look at that, using the leverage there, driving the knee straight into the arm of Mr. Cliff. And this is really good textbook surgical precision here. I could do without the flamboyance perhaps.
You know what? Dylan Taylor right now, Angus, is a shark that smells blood in the water. He has found a weakness on Mr. Cliff's offense and is going to exploit it until he walks away with the ACW Evolve Championship here tonight.
A little too much jaw jacking with the crowd though, I think. He's got that armbar on nice and tight. Driving Mr. Cliff into the corner, not allowing much separation until the Irish whip comes into play. Lining up his opponent, just measuring him with that forearm in the corner.
Brutal forearm there from Dylan Taylor. Or forearms, I should say.
Yeah, multiple forearms. Dylan Taylor's not going to give up. Look at that, set to the outside by Mr. Cliff. Dylan Taylor's momentum carried him all the way to the out.
And look at that, straight back to the injured arm.
And that's great ring IQ. The time away, Dylan Taylor's been clearly studying up on his ring IQ, ring awareness. great to see it put into practice.
You know, as I've said a few times now, Angus, this is a very, very different Dylan Taylor than the ACW faithful we're used to seeing.
And you know what? From what we've seen so far, I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing from him. And he's going straight back to the arm. He's got single focus. Let's see if it can work. And you know what? We could be looking at a new ACW Evolve champion very, very soon.
Well, you know what? I, for one, hope so.
Hey, look, I love what Mr. Cliff's been doing with the title. He's taken all comers. Hell, if he didn't open up the floodgates, we maybe wouldn't have had Dylan Taylor challenging tonight. Got to give the props to Mr. Cliff.
I'll pass.
All right, Mr. Cliff trying to get back to his feet here. Man's willing him on the vice principal who just gets shoved right into that corner there.
Dylan Taylor has just continued to work on the arm and shoulder of Mr. Cliff for probably the last 4 to 5 minutes, I should say.
Yeah, and look at that, using the rope again. That was more around the elbow that time.
Incredible strategy there from the Hype God, using the ring to his advantage, using every part of this ring as a weapon.
Well, you can see he's slowly working his way down that arm. He originally targeted the shoulder blade, went for the elbow joint that time. We've seen him with the wrist locks. Just every joint within that arm, Dylan Taylor is targeted. And now using, I think here, the turnbuckle post. Straight steel turnbuckle post. Oh, just torquing and hyperextending the elbow, the wrist, the shoulder.
You know, I'm trying my best here not to be a biased color commentator here, Angus, but for me, this brings me nothing but joy. What is happening to Mr. Cliff right now?
Yeah, look, I feel that Mr. Cliff is maybe underestimated Dylan Taylor. Dylan Taylor is just absolutely surgical with his precision right now. And I think it's really neutralized that left arm of Mr. Cliff. And that left arm, you know, he's needed for his double underhook pedigree, for the cliffhanger elbow. And, oh, nice counter from Mr. Cliff. Able to duck through and hung out Dylan Taylor on the top turnbuckle.
Dylan Taylor hung out to dry, but...
And notice that Cliff went to Irish whip with the injured left arm, had to compensate there with the right arm that time. Watch Dylan Taylor try for back suplex. Mr. Cliff able to use his right fist there that time.
A shot to the kidneys there from Dylan Taylor.
Oh, not a back suplex, but a wheelbarrow face buster.
Very innovative offense there from the Hype God, Dylan Taylor. And now looks to tie Cliff up into knots like a pretzel.
Yeah, now he's working on the other arm. Did his damage on the left. Now he's going to town on the right arm, coach. Wrenching away. Look at you can see the muscles, the hyperextension.
You just got to think, what kind of effect is this going to have on the joints, the ligaments in Cliff's arm?
Oh, it can't be good for Mr. Cliff right now. He's going to seriously consider some options here, some game plan, because he's just hung out like a pretzel.
Almost a modified octopus-style stretch.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. He's got the leg around the neck. He's got the wrenching on that arm there. This is dangerous territory for our Evolve champion. Cliff's got to find a counter. I think he has. High stack cover now. Kick out at 2. And this is Mr. Cliff's opportunity now. All the damage has been done. He's got to find some momentum here. And Mr. Cliff holds on. He's got that wrist control, coach.
Vintage Cliff.
Is that senton press? Got to cover 2.
Could retain
3.
here.
Oh my god, just a kick out of 2. And Mr. Cliff, he's got that intangible. He's got the fans on his side. Let's see what they're worth here. Cliff's going to go for maybe the...
I'll give you the hot tip what they're worth, Angus. Nothing.
Well, they're right behind Cliff. Couldn't quite get that underhook in for the pedigree. Dylan Taylor, he's got the hammerlock in. Went for maybe another suplex variation.
Oh, hang on, hang on.
And Cliff, he can't get the underhook. The work that Dylan Taylor has done on the arms, Cliff can't get the underhook. And this time, nice blue thunderbomb. Cover 2.
New champion.
Oh, nearly had a new champ right there. Such a near fall. Well, it's a great reset here for these two. Mr. Cliff now has an opportunity. The fans are behind him. He kicked out.
And would you believe, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning into our broadcast right now, this is only the first half of our show that we've got here tonight. We've had such a huge first half of stacked action right here at the Estonian Hall, the home of Adelaide Championship Wrestling.
Oh, come on. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. We don't need this. Just pure wrestling. That's all it's called for. We do not need that. Nice forearm. Maybe this time he can get it. Cliff countering out. Cliff countering out. Face buster. A thunderous face buster. Can he get the pedigree? Going for it a third time.
Can he get both? He goes for the one-arm pedigree.
A pedigree with just the one arm. We've got to cover. 2, 3. He gets it. Well, Mr. Cliff with just one arm, able to get enough to hook that pedigree. Still your ACW Evolve champion, which means only one thing, Coach. In the very, very near future for Mr. Cliff, it will be a one-on-one rematch with our former champion, Kit.
Absolutely. You got to think, how must Kit be feeling about this right now, knowing that he's going to go face-to-face in the very near future with the very same man that stole the ACW Evolve Championship right out from under his nose?
Well, you know, this is where I'm coming from, though. Really, we need to put this conspiracy nonsense to bed once and for all. We're going to have a one-on-one match very soon between Kit and Mr. Cliff. If Kit can't get it done in that match, then I'm sorry, there is no more conspiracy. There is... Wait a second. Coach, what is this? What was that about, Coach?
I have absolutely no idea.
Cliff, being a champion means you've got so many targets on your back.
That video was about as vague as you could get. I got absolutely no idea who or what that was about.
Well, like I said, we've got to put this conspiracy nonsense to bed when we see Mr. Cliff go one-on-one with Kit for the ACW Evolve Championship. Coming up next, the championship matches continue. We're going to have the ACW South Australian Women's title on the line.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the ACW Women's Championship.
Well, history was made last month when Leah Lovegrove became the first ever ACW South Australian Women's Champion. But the other story on that night was Amber becoming the #1 contender by pinning Izzy Shaw in that tag team match. The stipulation, of course, whoever got the pin gets the championship match, Coach.
Absolutely, and what a fantastic match that was. But what I'm more concerned about at the moment, Angus, is the psyche of Leah Lovegrove. How do you think, we've got Leah Lovegrove coming out here in mere seconds, how do you think she's feeling knowing that her first defense of the ACW South Australian Women's Championship is going to be against the Empress of Darkness in Amber?
Oh man, it's going to send shivers down your spine. Amber is one of the most unpredictable opponents you could ever face. You don't know what she's thinking next because sometimes she doesn't know what she's thinking next. There she is, our ACW South Australian Women's Champion. You are looking at the entire title history of that championship right here because so far Leah Lovegrove is the only champion, Coach.
Absolutely. As we said before, in that fantastic main event last month at Rise to Glory against Mickey Fortune, somehow Leah Lovegrove pulling the rabbit out of the hat with all the odds stacked up against her and is now our very first ACW South Australian Women's Champion.
Well, they say it takes one thing to win a championship. It takes an entirely different thing to defend it. We're going to find out what kind of stuff Leah Lovegrove is made of right here, right now.
Absolutely, but right now we're going to go to the official ring introductions by our friend Sean Thomas, center ring.
The following contest is for the ACW Women's Championship. Introducing first, to my right, the challenger, the Empress of Darkness, Emma! And to my left, from Port Lincoln, South Australia, the Superfan and the ACW Women's Champion, Leah Lovegrove!
ACW South Australian Women's Champion. We say South Australian because there are no other women's championships across the promotions here at South Australia.
Absolutely, but I think the ACW faithful might be a bit divided in this one, Angus. We're seeing a pretty much a 50-50 split between chants of Amber and Leah Lovegrove.
Yeah, I'm hearing lots of Amber, hearing lots of Leah. X Factor, the champion, the fans here definitely play a factor in this one. Watch Allison signal and get ready to go underway. ACW South Australian Women's Championship match. It feels so good saying those words, Coach, because the tournament to crown Leah Lovegrove as champion was such an acclaimed series of events here in ACW, and seeing this division grow and flourish is something that I'm very, very proud of.
Absolutely. Leah Lovegrove now offering a handshake to the Empress of Darkness, but Amber playing a little bit of mind games as she takes her for a beautiful side headlock takeover.
And, you know, this is history right now because, you know, Amber could become the second ever champion in Leah Lovegrove's first defense. Oh my goodness. Nice counter into a cover, almost all over. Cross Brody from a center position to count again. These two are no strangers to one another. They have been very first women's main event over the Aggressive Rampage. Back at a recent live at the Dojo show in 2025. So history making all around here, Coach.
That's what we do here at ACW, I guess. But now Leah Lovegrove traps that arm and goes for a beautiful La Magistra roll on Amber.
Nice. Oh, that's a tough one to counter as well. Amber really quite lucky to get out of it. Leah goes again. Second attempt at La Magistra. No.
Now going for a crucifix.
Yeah, nice counter there, and again a kick out from Amber. You'd love to see it. Kick to the midsection. Follows it up with a nice replay kick there of her own. Lovegrove. The Irish whip. Amber countered. Amber, look at this. Lucha stylings of the Empress.
Very beautiful arm drag there from Amber.
Nice arm drag of sorts. Into the corner, lariat there from our champion, Leah Lovegrove. Oh, beautifully done by Amber. Excellent work there, just disorientating the champion. Follows it up with a bit of a drop kick of her own.
Both these ladies just going back and forth and back and forth. Now Amber into the cover.
Wow, great start here in our championship match. Our second of 4 championship matches tonight. Really do put the champion in ACW, don't we?
We do indeed, but Amber now with the front face lock going for a snap suplex.
Yeah, really well done there.
Right on the money.
Quick follow-up into a cover. 2 count again, requiring the champ to expend energy to kick out. Energy she may or may not have. Fans want to see Amber right behind the Empress.
Amber, of course, no stranger to Adelaide Championship Wrestling, having numerous appearances here in the past couple of years.
Absolutely. Watch Amber drop kicking the scapula, the knee there, the patella. And you know, Amber, of course, was defeated by Mickey Fortune in the ACW South Australian Women's Championship tournament. And of course, Mickey made it all the way to the final. So you wonder, If Amber had defeated Mickey, perhaps it could have been Amber and Leah in the finals instead. So it's so great we're getting this match right now.
Amber now going for the cover.
2 and oh, nearly had it there. Nearly had it.
And I tell you what, Angus, this is how absolutely stacked the ACW women's division is right now. I dare I say, I said it last month on the broadcast, this is why that women's wrestling in ACW is the very best, not just in South Australia, but in the entire world.
Yeah, we already saw Eugenie and Violet Blitz earlier tonight. We saw Axe Massacre as well, setting the gear bag of Violet Blitz on fire. I'm sure we'll follow that one up. Amber sweeping the legs out from underneath the champion. We've got a cover, hooks the far leg, and a 2 count only. There's so many interpersonal rivalries going on with the women because the championship, the ACW South Australian Championship, was already had so much prestige before Leah even won it. All right, Leah in the corner. Watch Amber catch that back elbow. Leah able to recover a little bit, trying to get some feeling back in her legs.
I don't know if you can see that Leah Lovegrove seems to be spending a lot of time with her hands placed on that left knee. You've got to hope there's not some serious damage.
She's really trying to get the feeling going back in there. Amber's done a great job of neutralizing the base of Leah Lovegrove. You can see limping into the ropes, and Amber able to get the back elbows. Oh, but just catches a lariat. That's the size and strength advantage at play for Leah Lovegrove. Amber's almost certainly going to be at a disadvantage against any opponent. Leah Lovegrove, no exception. That's where Amber's ring IQ, her mind games, her intelligence come into play, her unpredictability. Right now, Tornado DDT, no, can't connect with it.
Swing and a miss there from Amber.
Pick of the leg is Leah Lovegrove. Amber's able to successfully fight through. This is good work from Leah Lovegrove right now. She's sticking with it. Staying on top of Amber. Could be looking for that set list. The move she used to win the championship last month against Mickey Fortune. Can't quite get it though.
Set list. Is that what she's calling it now?
She's calling it the set list. Oh! And Amber delivers a reverse DDT of her own. This time, cover.
Are we going to have a new champion here?
Nearly. Leah Lovegrove, the super fan, follows the band. Nothing but thieves all across this great nation of ours. She was at the Highland Street Musical the night before they played a couple of months ago, lining up to be first in line. That's how much she loves them. But
speaking of lining up, the Empress of Darkness seems to be lining Leah Lovegrove up from the top rope here. Could be going for that patented double stomp.
Double stomp. Leah rolling through, and a beautiful lariat, explosive lariat. Swinging through into the set list. There she does. She gets the set list, shoots the half, lateral press, hooks the leg, gets the 3.
Well, there you have it, folks. Leah Lovegrove with her first successful title defense of the ACW South Australian Women's Championship here tonight.
Yeah, well done, Leah Lovegrove, fighting off the unpredictability of Amber, the Empress of Darkness. Our champion puts a 1 in the defense column. A historic first ever title defense of that championship. Leah Lovegrove, she's going to be looking to take that title to heights unseen here in South Australia. Really excellent showing from Amber, excellent match. The women's division just gets stronger and stronger, Coach.
And Leah Lovegrove now offering a handshake.
And that's the respect our champion has. It was a valiantly fought effort by Amber.
Absolutely, take nothing away from the Empress of Darkness for that hard-fought match here tonight against Leah Lovegrove. Just couldn't quite get the job done on this occasion, but I, for one, would love to see these two mix it up one more time in the very near future.
That's right, we've got so much to look forward to in the women's division, so many intermingling stories, so many rivalries, but no time for that. This event keeps coming and coming because we've got an ACW Heavyweight Championship match coming up.
Champ, how you doing, mate? See you got the invite too? Dark Alley, probably not your first time, huh? At least one of us got dressed for the occasion. I don't even know why I bother talking to you.
Gentlemen, thanks for showing up. I didn't think you'd
You can cut the shit right now. What are we doing here?
Well, the thing about...
You know exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to play mind games, Istria.
Yeah, mind games. Mind games. Exactly like, I don't know, maybe asking for someone's attention?
I know why the mind games haven't worked on you, because you have no brain.
No, my brain's working, ticking just fine, Punch Drunk's just a nickname, mate.
Hold on. Who did you ever beat? Down Under. Why don't you go fight him then? Well, that's right. You can't.
No, Dean, I can't. Because both you and me ensured his demise. So now all that's left is both you and me for the ACW Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, and I'm sure that was precisely your pitch to Nick Savage doing your backstage dealing.
It's not politics. It's favor. One favor.
And your one favor, your dream match, is about to turn into a nightmare. Do I have your attention now?
Ladies and gentlemen, for the ACW Heavyweight Championship, a three-way match. Dean Brady will be defending against Einar the Strange and this man. Punch Drunk Istria coming into this match on a three-match undefeated streak, with wins over Prince Apollo, Pitt, and of course the former ACW Heavyweight Champion, Down Under. And that's really where Istria's grievances lie. He believes that due to helping Team Brady capture that championship in the first place, he should have had a title match a long time ago, Coach.
Well, right now, I'd say Punch Drunk Istria is getting exactly what he wants, and dare I say it, absolutely what he thinks that he deserves. Oh, hang on, wait a minute.
I've not heard this music in a long time. Well, this really is a throwback, ladies and gentlemen, to a version of Einar the Strange we thought was long gone. You may remember back in his purgatory days, he'd come out to this theme with this cloth on his head. Well, Einar the Strange believes in channeling his old self, bringing everything to the forefront is what he needs to do to become the ACW.
At this stage in his career, Angus, I would say this is exactly what Einar the Strange needs to do if he has got any chance in hell of taking the ACW Heavyweight Championship away from Dean Brady.
Well, look, let's face it, last month he was screwed out of the championship. A low blow. Dean Brady countered and got that F5. Einar the Strange desperately deserves another opportunity, and he's going to get that right here, right now. Still so surreal to see him coming out looking like this. I never thought I'd see it again, to be honest.
Dare I say it, Angus, the mood and the complexion of this match has just changed in a big way. And here comes the reigning and defending ACW Heavyweight Champion, the chaplain of the old guard, Dean Brady.
Yeah, Dean Brady won that championship back at Eminence December 2025, defeating Down Under, ending his near 500-day reign. And since then, you've got to believe that no one has had a real opportunity at taking that title away from Dean Brady.
Well, I mean, not only that, he didn't just end the near 500-day reign of Down Under, he sent Down Under packing into retirement.
Yeah, Down Under put his whole career on the line for that one, and Dean Brady came out on top. And now the chaplain of the old guard has a chance to really cement his legacy and clear two extremely deserving challenges at the same time. Well, Punch Drunk Istria, Einar the Strange, Dean Brady, set in, folks, because this is going to be a blockbuster championship match.
And here we go, ACW Heavyweight Championship officially on the line right here tonight.
Dean Brady being champion for 112 days. Will he make it to 113?
Here we go, starting off hot. Both Punch Drunk Istria and Einar the Strange just seem to be formed an alliance right out of the gate.
Yeah, we saw last month that both these men wanted this match badly.
I was going to say I spoke too soon.
Yeah, alliances are very short-lived in three-way matches. Nice flying lariat there by Einar the Strange. Punch Drunk Istria, his first opportunity at the ACW Heavyweight Championship. Einar the Strange is only his second opportunity. Only his second opportunity challenging for any major heavyweight championship in his entire career.
Stun gun there from the Muscle Mercenary.
Dean Brady trying to lock in a sleeper hold, maybe, but Einar the Strange trying and does counter through. Very nice. And this is the thing, this version of Einar the Strange, if you've never seen it, folks.
But hang on.
Nice sleeper hold.
We've got that sleeper hold locked in. Could be over really quickly here.
Yeah, I think that the crook of the elbow is beneath the jaw. Einar's got to think quick. Almost a stunner there. As I was saying, if you've never seen this version of Einar the Strange, you are in for a treat. He was absolutely with purgatory, reigned hell over South Australian wrestling for a number of years.
Beautiful flying elbow there from the Muscle Mercenary, Dean Brady.
Brady rolling Einar through. Should be mentioned, Punch Drunk Istria has been neutralized on the outside for the last few minutes here. Einar counters out, gets that spine buster. And here comes Istria, gets goozled by Einar. And look at this, look at these two go to town here.
Open palm strikes there from Punch Drunk Istria.
who trained together for so many years in the Wrestle Rampage dojo. Einar, a product of that system. Punch drunk. Istria getting squashed by Einar there. Cover now. Cover. New champ could be coming up. No. 2 count, says ref Alex Alexson. These triple threats 3 ways. We saw a 4-way earlier. They are so unpredictable. Champion does not need to be pinned to lose the title. Meaning that Einar could pin Istria or Istria could pin Einar. We could be looking at a new champion, coach.
Istria there with those educated feet, rocking the noggin of Einar the Strange.
Looking for maybe a pile driver or a power bomber. No, shoulder breaker.
Very innovative offense there from Punch Drunk Istria.
I love a good shoulder breaker, coach. And following it up with a kick to the same shoulder. You saw Dylan Taylor, working a limb earlier tonight. Istria really is the king of that. King of joint manipulation.
Absolutely. This man will tie you up in knots.
One of the most technically proficient wrestlers in this entire country. And look at that. Gets that cross arm breaker over the rope there.
And you got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, these aren't usual ropes. That is steel cable being used to tear at the arm and the ligaments and the joints of Einar the Strange right there.
That's right, elevator cable. You think about, when you look at an elevator, they say, what's the recommended weight? 14 people. These ropes are that strong. They can hold 14 people, plus an elevator carriage. All right, watch Brady now. Trying to go for maybe a vertical suplex or a brainbuster. Einar countering through, though. Gets him up. Could be looking for that ending there. On a roll. Through into a schoolboy cover. Only a 1 count.
Swing and a miss there by Einar the Strange, but
Einar able to land on his knees, get back to a vertical basis. Brady counters again, though.
just driving the elbows right on the top of the noggin.
Watch out. Oh, sent into Istria. Can't get the fireman's carry just yet. Nice neck break and DDT combination. Istria showing why he is a cut above. Oh, trying to go for that tiaras, didn't quite get it. Still locking in on the arm. Expert precision here. Oh, jeez. And here's that Fujiwara style armbar we were talking about earlier. Just bending the joint at the shoulder. That was just a straight boot to the face. There's nothing pretty about Brady's offense, coach.
Absolutely not. Might not be pretty, but you can't argue with the results. That is why Dean Brady is the reigning and defending ACW heavyweight champion.
Like I said, has had that title 112 days. He wants to make it into the record books. He's going to maybe hold for another 200, 300 days. And I can see that happening, coach.
Well, realistically, Angus, at this point, who can stop Dean Brady?
Yeah, I wondered the same thing, but right now you've got two opponents.
High and low attack there for
Bit of teamwork as well.
I'm going to say high and low attack there from Dean Brady and Einar the Strange, but
There's a spear. Einar has felt so many of those spears over the years. Oh, and he sits up. Einar sits up. Brady, I think, is having some flashbacks to those purgatory Brady LTD feuds back a few years ago. Some legendary battles between those two teams.
absolutely. But Einar the Strange now throwing some devastating haymakers on Dean Brady and now positions him up onto that top rope.
Not a great position for our champion to be in.
No, absolutely not. We're going to be entering, I have a feeling we're going to be entering some very dangerous territory right now for both of these men. You know, there's a reason why that we call this place the High Rent District.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Einar perched on the second rope. Maybe he's going to think superplex. Oh, doesn't matter because Brady got him up. But Einar, hold on, Istria, quick as a hiccup, getting to that second rope, taking over Einar's spot. Brady dispatches him as well. Back to Einar. This is the thing with these triple threat matches. When you get rid of one opponent, there's another one
Absolutely.
right around the corner.
So unpredictable are these triple threats or three-way dances.
Oh, here we
And
go.
here comes Punch Drunk Istria again.
Oh, and maybe they're going to work as a team now. No,
Oh,
I don't
no.
think so. Teamwork is over. And, oh my God, victory roll and nobody home for Brady. We've got a victory roll cover. 2 count only. Could have seen a new champ just then.
I was going to say, well, we're going to see a doomsday device there, but
Could have been all over.
And look at Istria, straight back to work on the left arm of Einar the Strange.
Yeah, Istria knows exactly what he's doing. He's got that butterfly. Could be looking for a butterfly suplex, maybe floating over into another armbar, but Einar not going to wait for that to happen, although he offered up his foot and eats a ankle lock for his troubles. That's the thing, when you offer Istria a limb, he's going to take advantage. Seeing that right now, and oh.
Looks the half.
Yeah, there it is. There's the half and half, courtesy of some assistance from Brady. I don't think Istria's going to have much time to celebrate. He's getting lined up right now for Brady. Went for that spear, but look at this front chancery, and now a bit of a guillotine choke. And our champion might have to tap.
And just think, this is the first time that Einar the Strange has been out of this match. Einar has taken everything from both Dean Brady and Punch Drunk Istria, and this right now could be the difference maker once Einar the Strange has been taken out of the equation.
Oh, and then look at that rolling through. No rope breaks in this match, but still able to use the apron to get out of that guillotine choke. This is very impressive by Brady to be able to withstand two competitors simultaneously. But how long can he fight them both for? Oh, and
Einar back in the ring.
Yeah, I was going to say, look in the ring. Einar the Strange.
Einar gonna fly!
Oh my God! Twisting senton from the top rope. Listen to our fans here.
The fans have just erupted here at the Estonian Hall.
Einar throwing all the caution to the wind. Shows how badly he wants to become ACW Heavyweight Champion. He would be the first ever Triple Crown holder if he could get it. There's Wasteland. It could be academic now. Einar hit the Wasteland and he's not looking for the pin. That could be a mistake, Coach. That could be a big mistake.
Only time will tell. Now Einar entering back up to that high rent district must have got some evil intentions on his mind, but
hey, wait.
Hang on a minute.
That's our camera operator.
Who the hell is this?
Wait, no, that's not our camera operator.
That's Prince Apollo.
Prince Apollo, how long's he been out here for? When did he get out here?
Prince Apollo hiding in plain sight, dressed as our ACW ring crew.
Yeah, I thought he was a camera operator. I've been right under our nose that whole time. Istria dispatching of Brady.
We've got Einar going for the Wasteland again.
Istria able to counter. Open palm strike. There's a spinning back fist. Headbutt this time. These two men trading shot for shot. Couldn't get the encore. Did not get the encore. And now a counter into an octopus stretch. Istria's got the octopus stretch. That is locked in deep. Brady slowly trying
Oh my God!
Wait. Einar just tapped out. We've got a new champ, Coach.
What?
We've got a brand new champion. Well, Prince Apollo came out here, involved himself in the match, and you're going to wonder, had he not done that, would things have gone differently? But Coach, I can't believe this. We've got a brand new ACW Heavyweight Champion.
No, I'm shocked. If you'd have told me, not to put any fault onto Punch Drunk Istria, but if you'd have told me tonight that we were going to see Punch Drunk Istria tap out Einar the Strange and walk out of here as the brand new ACW Heavyweight Champion, I can't believe it.
Well, Brady is stunned, and Einar is devastated. But look at that center ring right there. Your brand new ACW Heavyweight Champion. We're going to listen to our new champ right now. Here we go. Holy shit.
Believe me, I'm not happy this is how it went down. I didn't even know how much tonight would mean to me until through this podcast. I didn't know how much this would mean to me until Wednesday this week. I trained here and let me say my piece. trainee at another school. She came up to me on Wednesday and said, I'm really upset that I can't be there to watch you fight for the ACW Championship. And it made me think about all the students around Adelaide. There are people lining up for a shot at this championship from all around Australia. But the fact of the matter is, the best wrestlers have and always will come from Adelaide, South Australia. How also did they name the next show after me already? But the only way these youngsters, the next Rhea Ripley, the next Bronson Reed, the next Maria, the only way they will rise through the ranks is if Dean Brady is taken out once and for all. Dean, I'm going to break every limb in your body. May 2nd, you are the rightful top contender, and you're going to find out I can't be touched.
Whoa. Well, there you have it.
Punch Drunk Istria laying out a clear challenge for a rematch next month at ACW's Can't Be Touched. Live from the Russian Community Centre, we have our main event confirmed right here tonight. It's going to be the brand new ACW Heavyweight Champion, Punch Drunk Istria, in his first title defence against former champion Dean Brady.
Look, some very unconventional scenes have just occurred here. Bottom line is, folks, we've got a brand new ACW Heavyweight Champion. Get your tickets now. May 2nd, Can't Be Touched at the Russian Community Centre, but it is now undoubtedly main event time. Scummy old bastards making their way out for this one. You wonder, how do you reckon two guys like Triton and Bob are going to do in a ladder match, Coach?
I mean, only time will tell, but as we've said, the ACW Tag Team Championships hung, I'd say, a good at least 15 feet above the ring on some steel trusting. That's pretty unconventional, I would say, but Canada, eh?
Oh, Canada! Two Commonwealth nations coming together. You love to see it. They are the Australasian Express. You're looking at Hugh Beauty and the Canadian Collider, Giro. word to the wise, I think Jiro is going to have quite the showing here tonight in this ladder match.
Two of the most unconventional wrestlers, and dare I say, one of the most unconventional tag teams in the ACW Tag Team division right now.
I didn't realize how nice the Canadian national anthem was. It's a thing of beauty, coach. Gotta get to Toronto. Gotta get to the Rivoli on Queen Street in Toronto.
What are you kissing me for, you fool?
Introducing next.
Well, Way Too Slick have been together for a surprising amount of time here. They're really building up some reps in the tag team division. And I'm really, really excited to see how they go in this match. Of course, Malachi Slick, was part of another tag team that lost their tag team titles to the Heat a few months ago. Would love to regain the titles here tonight.
Absolutely, but Way Too Slick looking to punch their tickets to superstardom right here tonight if they can be the ones to pull down the ACW Tag Team Championships here tonight.
And they recently did team with the Australian Express. I wonder if we'll see an alliance between them. And we know the history between Bob and Joey Triton and all these teams here tonight.
And now we hear that all too familiar music of, quite frankly, one of the oddest collection of human beings I've ever had the pleasure of calling in my career here in professional wrestling.
Oh yes, it's time to go to Hollywood.
Making their way to the ring. Is Diva number 1, Eugenie.
Well, they are the Heat. They are the Tag Team Champions. They don't have their translucent bag here tonight because the championship belts are actually, like you said, hanging above the trussing. You wonder how the apparent death of their former leader, Matthew Hayter, is weighing on their minds. But you also have to wonder how, well, their other buddy in the Heat, Bongo Sowers.
The apparent new leader of the Heat, Bongo the White.
Bongo the White, he's also our Rise to Glory briefcase holder. We'll see if that instills some confidence in the Heat tonight. Well, all four teams are going to start in the ring. The objective, climb the ladder, get the titles.
And here we go, main event time officially underway for the ACW Tag Team Championship.
And already getting jumped at the start. Scummy old bastards showing just how scummy they are. We got Wes Ryan, we got Malachi Slick, Way Too Slick, and look at the Heat. Very clever on their behalf. Just hanging out in the corner there, but maybe together the two of them can reach the titles? Surely not.
Some unconventional offense there by the Heat, but then again, they also are very unconventional as is.
Hey, look, I know Stack stands, what, 6'3", 6'4", maybe? But you're going to have to use a ladder, you're going to have to climb, and you're going to have to retrieve those championship belts if you want to become the new champs.
Here we go, the Australian Express and the scummy old bastards just going toe-to-toe.
All right, oh, he's got, what is that?
It's a sweatband.
Sweatband.
Everyone's got sweatbands here tonight.
They're stealing your gimmicks. All right, let's see if Hugh Beauty has taught Gyro a thing or two. Let's have a look at his line and length. Oh, no, neither man can deliver.
Gyro sent to the outside, but...
And that's what you got to do in the opening and start of these matches. You got to eliminate your opponents because the ladders, they're under the ring, they're on the stage here. You've got to retrieve the ladder, climb the ladder, and take down those belts.
Here we go, Malachi Slick showing some chutzpah, taking it to the scummy old bastards, but...
Ooh, chutzpah, I like that. This is the first time matchup here in ACW. We've never had a four-way tag team ladder match before. So much unpredictability.
And look at that double blockbuster there from Malachi Slick.
Yeah, Malachi Slick pulling out all the stops early on in this one.
We've got action going on everywhere here tonight, Angus. We've got Gyro and Vincent DiMaria on the outside. We've got Hugh Beauty. We've got Snacks. We've got Wes Ryan now bringing in a ladder. This is just absolute anarchy.
This is what I want to see. Bring the ladder in, climb the ladder, get the titles. Way Too Slick could be our new champs. No one's really here to stop them right now as they make their ascendancy to the top. Hold on, here comes Gyro. And on the other side, we've got Eugenie.
I was going to say it could be over early here, but the Australian Express.
Australian Express, here we
The
go.
Australian Express now climbing the ladders themselves.
They've got an opportunity. The Heat trying to stop them. They want to keep those titles. And meanwhile, we've got on this entrance way here, we've got the scummy old bastards. They've got a ladder of their own. Everyone's trying to climb the ladders right now. Heat are close. Snacks was really close.
Wait.
That ladder is very unstable.
Could have been disastrous there for
Wait. Snacks is
our
there.
boy Snacks.
Snacks has got it. Snacks has got it. What is he waiting for? What is he waiting for? Vinny, I think, was blinded there. I don't think he realized it.
I don't think Vincent Di Maria knows where the hell he is at the moment.
You know, that's why you shouldn't wear sunglasses at night. You don't know what's going on. All right, well, that's just created an opportunity for Malachi Slick and Hugh Beauty right now. Oh, jeez, what a collision. Steel on steel, both men go down.
What's some innovative offense there from the scummy old bastards, just taking a ladder and throwing it towards their opponents.
Well, that's what you can do. You can use the ladder as a projectile. You can use it as a weapon. You can use it however you like it, as long as you get those titles. All fair and love and war. Oh, jeez.
Bob is just like a man possessed with this ladder.
Go to town. This is the strength of Wes Ryan, but could this just be a brief distraction? I think Triton's trying to climb the ladder, and we saw just how unstable those ladders are. Got to have your very firm footing, coach.
Wes Ryan now just sending that ladder back into the bitter old bastard.
There's that ladder set, propped up on Bob, and there goes Slick. Flying in there. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, jeez. Spine on steel, and the plastic snapped. The rung snapped. Bob's out of commission. I think that ladder might be out of commission.
And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, we say this all the time. Please, for the love of God, do not try this at home, whoever you are.
No, don't. We do not encourage you to go down to your local Bunnings, get a ladder, and try to suplex your friend on it. Please.
Absolutely not. Please leave that to the professionals.
Leave that to Bob, okay? Well, this is a really great start for Way Too Slick. Bob could be out for the foreseeable future.
And you know, I would say that Way Too Slick could be considered the undisputed underdogs of this match. You know, these two men have been teaming together for a relatively short period of time. Not quite enough experience, but yeah, hey, we've seen stranger things happen.
Well, look, they're racking up the experience, of course. We saw them compete in tag matches, 8-man tag matches, a lot of experience in a short amount of time, but you're right. I would definitely call them the underdogs. And I just want to point out, though.
Oh, hang on a minute.
That's the Heat's theme again. What is happening here now? And this is, you know, not a time to get distracted, fellas.
Oh my God! It's Bongo!
Bongo the what?
Bongo's here!
Do we have another member of the Heat? What has he got? A ladder with a skivvy on it? Oh my God, Bongo Sowers is out here. Guys, don't get distracted. Come on.
Bongo now bringing in a step ladder.
Oh, jeez,
And thanks for coming, Way Too Slick.
I don't know if you caught that, but I think Wes Ryan might have lost a tooth there. Had a nasty landing on that top rope.
There's a huge fall there.
This is interesting strategy from Bongo Sowers. He's got the.
But how is this going to work? Bongo Sowers isn't even involved in the match.
He's got the smallest ladder I've ever seen. All right, give it a go. See what happens. He's about 3 feet off the ground. And, oh.
Well, I mean, good on you for trying, but it's not right.
Look, it's slightly closer than I thought he would be. Triton.
Oh my God!
What a spear! What a spear. We say fear the spear. That's a very dangerous and terrifying spear from Joey Triton.
Now, I'm not being dramatic, but I think Bongo Sowers might be dead.
Another Heat member dead. It's not a very good mortality rate if you're a member of the Heat.
And in comes Gyro.
Canadian
Gyro is absolutely irate.
You know, he was telling me that he's the preeminent ladder match expert in Halifax, Nova Scotia. That's what he told me.
I'm not taking anything this idiot says at face value, but what Bob and Triton are taking as face value are this innovative offense from the Australian Express.
Poetry in motion. Banjo Patterson meets well. I can't think of any Canadian poets right now. Wilfrid Laurier. I think he's the Prime Minister. I don't know. Here we go now. There's that damaged ladder, which probably is not great for climbing, but could be good for something else. And I think that's just on the mind of Gyro and Hugh. Beauty! Nice! Really well done. And look how quickly the tides turn in these ladder matches. So unpredictable. And this is now a great juncture point for the Australian Express.
Absolutely, absolutely. If the Australian Express can take advantage of this moment and pull down those tag team titles, they will have made history right here tonight.
Hopefully we don't hear the music of the Heat again, because that distracted way too slick earlier. And I think Snacks and Vincent DiMaria, they've got to work together. They're no.
What is this lunacy going on right now?
One push, one pull. Come on, guys. It's not that hard. Bongo Sowers, he sees it. Bongo Sowers' interference so far has been questionable, to say the least.
It sends Hugh Beauty flying to the outside.
All right, Bongo's calling the shots.
Well, I mean, he is the new leader.
Bongo's calling the shots, and the Heat, you got to be careful. We've seen how unstable these ladders are. That canvas is unforgivingly wobbly.
Here comes Wes Ryan.
Snacks, I think, trying to save his body. He's too busy.
Maria up for a powerbomb straight through the ladder.
Oh my God! That is a spine-shattering powerbomb. And Bongo's done a great job here, because look, Snacks is there. Snacks is there, but that ladder is wobbly, and he's almost got it. Wait, no. Oh my God, and oh my God, to the outside. What a fall for Snacks.
This is just absolute anarchy.
And this is not good for Bongo Sowers, who gets the low blow. No disqualifications. I mean, even if there was, he's already broken about 1,000 rules by now. Ladder out of play for the moment. The king of the Halifax, Nova Scotia ladder match. The Canadian Collider.
Gyro seems to be climbing up the top of the ladder for, oh my God. Oh my God!
Hey, Panama Sunrise!
But Bongo's still on his feet, but...
I think Bongo is just about 2 inches shorter after that Panama Sunrise. Might have to get a spinal fusion after that. Well, now, this could just go any way. This is just ebbing and flowing, and there's another spear from Joey Triton. Just when you think you're out of the woods, Triton comes in with the spear.
Absolutely. We're seeing ladders fly everywhere. We're seeing bodies fly everywhere. This is just pure anarchy. I know I've said it a few times, but I'm really just trying to get the point across here.
Hammer that point home. All right, that ladder is set up in a precarious position, and Gyro, what could he be thinking? Oh no! That will shorten your career. A back body drop onto the ladder, my God.
Just look how much that ladder has just been dented in.
I don't think we're going to get our ladder deposit back after tonight, Coach.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well. Scummy old bastards. We wondered how they'd fare in this one, and right now they are in the driver's seat. They've got to be careful. They've got to maintain their balance. They can't get caught up in the pageantry and the circumstance. Take it one rung at a time. That's all you got to do. One rung at a time, and they'll be our new champs.
But hang on, we've got Malachi Slick with a springboard.
Bob is down. Oh my God, that ladder fell on him.
And we get our second "This is awesome" chant for the night.
I'm telling you guys, ACW on a Saturday night, where else would you want to be? Oh God, Malachi trying to get control of that ladder. And let's just take stock. I think Hugh Beauty's out, Bongo Sowers most definitely out.
Gyro's out.
Triton and Bob are out. The rest of the Heat are out. This is the best chance yet for Way Too Slick to become tag team champion. Oh, come! The strength is just not there right now, is it? The strength on display is not there. It's going to take something special. It's going to take
some assistance from
Wes Ryan. It's going to take some teamwork like we've never seen before. Look at this teamwork right now. And he's there.
And they've done it!
They get the titles. new tag team champions. Folks, we have crowned not one, but two brand new champions here tonight. Way Too Slick are your new ACW Tag Team Champions.
Unbelievable. We have just entered into a brand new era in the ACW Tag Team division right here tonight. The Heat have finally somehow been dethroned of the Tag Team Championships, and now we have Way Too Slick leading the charge as the two quarterbacks of the ACW Tag Team division. I cannot believe it.
What a sight to see. What a night we have had here. If you've ever been on the fence about coming down to one of our ACW events, please come next month, May the 2nd. Russian Community Center can't be touched. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all for us here tonight. We will see you then. For Coach Cornell, I've been the historian Angus Ardacy. Farewell for now, but not forever.